Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyascha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Hare Krishna, everybody. So today it's a very good topic of this Ritu Maharaj, because he is one of the incarnation of Krishna. But how he ruled the country and his kingdom and everything, he was. So all the Praja reciters all are glorifying Maharaj King also, Ritu Maharaj. So it is very interesting topic of this chapter. So I think everybody will enjoy this. Now today I think we have to see the shloka 4:16-19. So we have to. Hare Krishna Mataji, you are sharing that?
Yeah, Mataji. Mataji is sharing.
Okay. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottam Devim Saraswati Vyasam Tato Jayam Udiraye. I will read the shlokas and then word by word meaning translation purport. Mataji, you can tell others to read. I'll read only the shloka. Ayam tu sakshat bhagavan svairishah kutastha atma kalayavatirnah yasminna vidya rachitam nirartakam pashyanti nanatvam api pratitam. Ayam tu sakshat bhagavan svairishah kutastha atma kalayavatirnah yasminna vidya rachitam nirartakam Pashyanti nanatvam api pratitam. Mataji, you can ask somebody to read that this one.
Hare Krishna.
Translation and purport.
Hare Krishna, Vasudha Mataji, you can read the synonym, Shobha Mataji, the translation, and Shilpa Mataji, the purport. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam Mataji. Synonyms. I am this king, tu, then, sakshat, directly, Bhagavan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Tri Adhisha, the master of the three planetary systems, Kutastha, without any change, Atma, the Supreme Soul, Kalaya, by his partial plenary expansion, Avatirna, descended, Asmin, in whom, Avidya Rachitam, created by nuisance, Nirartakam, without meaning, Pasyanti, they see, Nanatvam, material variegatedness, Api, certainly, Pratitam, understood. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Mataji and Prabhuji's translation by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. This king is the master of the three words and he is directly empowered by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is without change and he is an incarnation of the Supreme, known as a Shakti Avesa Avatara. Being a liberated soul and completely learned, he sees all material varieties as meaningless because their basic principle is designs. Hari Bol. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam. Purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The reciter of these prayers are describing the transcendental qualities of Prithu Maharaj. These qualities are summarized in the words Shakshat Bhagwan. This indicates that Maharaj Prithu is directly the Supreme Personality of Godhead and therefore possesses unlimited good qualities. Being an incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Maharaj Prithu could not be equaled in his excellent qualities. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is fully equipped with 6 kinds of opulences, and King Prithu was also empowered in such a way that he could display these 6 opulences of the Supreme Personality of Godhead in full. The word Kutastha, meaning without change, is also very significant. There are 2 kinds of living entities, Nitya Mukta and Nitya Baddha. A Nitya Mukta never forgets his position as an eternal servant of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. One who does not forget this position and knows that he is part and parcel of the Supreme Lord is Nitya Mukta. Such a Nitya Mukta living entity represents the super soul as his expansion. As stated in the Vedas, Nityanam, thus the Nitya Mukta living entity knows that he is an expansion of the Supreme Law, Supreme Nitya, or the eternal Supreme Personality of Godhead. Being in such a position, he sees the material world with a different vision. The living entity who is Nitya Baddha or eternally conditioned sees the material varieties as being actually different from one another. In this connection, we should remember that the embodiment of the conditioned soul is considered to be like a dress. One may dress in different ways, but a really learned man does not take dresses into consideration. As stated in Bhagavad Gita 5.18, Vidya Vinay Sampanne Brahmane Gavi Hastini Suni Chaiva Swapakecha Panditaha Samadarshinaha. The humble soul, by virtue of true knowledge, sees with equal vision a learned and a gentle Brahmana, a cow, an elephant, a dog, and a dog eater or outcast. Thus, a learned man does not look upon the dresses that externally cover the living entity, but sees the pure soul within the varieties of dresses, and knows very well that the varieties of dress are the creation of nations, avidya rachitam. Being a Sakyavesha avatar, empowered by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Prithu Maharaj did not change his spiritual position, and consequently, there was no possibility of his viewing the material world as reality. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Mataji, can you go up again? Full. Yeah. From translation. So, in this, Prithu Maharaj is a very great empowered king, and he is also one of the incarnation of Krishna. So in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says in the 10:27, Naranam cha Naradipam. So in this, what he is telling in that one, among the men, he is the monarch. So who is the monarch? Krishna is. So hence, here, Prithu Maharaj, hence the king should rule the kingdom without attachment. Without attachment means you can see about Parikshit Maharaj. When he heard that 7 days only for him, then immediately he left the kingdom and he wants to listen full Bhagavatam. And then he came out, and then like that, no, see, Parikshit Maharaj is a very good, he was ruling the kingdom very nicely, and all the people were very happy. Praja was, no, if the kingdom is, the ruler is the very good person, definitely the Praja will be also happy, no? So here, Prithu Maharaj is also like that. He was ruling the country very nicely, and the people are so happy. And one more is a incarnation of Krishna, that is called as Shatya Avesha Avatar. So because nobody will get that easily, but Prithu Maharaj got this. And being liberated soul and completely learned, he sees all material entities as meaningless because their basic principle is nice science. Because he is not attached to material. Here, that's why he has said, Naranamcha Naradipa. The king should not have any attachment towards his wife or children, that one, this one, nothing. He was ruling the country according to what Krishna has told. So like that, he was, now that is the one, so people will be happy. Otherwise, no, here we can see now. So in the purport also, the reciters, they have praised the qualities of Prithu Maharaj. What? Because he is a incarnation of Krishna, he possessed all the great qualities, because that 6 opulences, no, they were telling, that 6 opulences also he has got this one. So that's why the king, the Prithu Maharaj was praised by the reciters as well as the prajas and everybody. And even he is having that all 6 opulences which others they will not have. in this case, no, we can say. That's why next paragraph, what they are telling, Kutastha. Kutastha means he is not changing anything. Whatever Krishna told, that was only he was following all these things. There are two kinds of entities. One is Nitya Mukta and Nitya Baddha. Nitya Mukta, no, you have to see they will. Prithu Maharaj was Nitya Mukta stage because without any changes, he remains the same and he is the part and parcel of the supreme whole. So that's why here we are telling Nityo Nityana. This is Katha Upanishad. What they are telling, Nityo Nityana means what? He is the supreme eternal amongst all the other eternals. So eternal means what? Supreme eternal means Krishna only, no? So he is the top, and then everybody is others are all others are all eternals. Amongst others are all eternals. So we have to understand we are all the servant of Krishna. That's what here Prithu Maharaj was thinking, that I am the servant of Krishna, even though he was the incarnation of Krishna, but he was thinking that I am the servant of Krishna and a person, part and parcel. Part and parcel means, what Krishna is having all six opulences 100%, but we are not having that 100%. We have only 25%, 20% like that only. Okay, that is the one different part and parcel of the Supreme Lord is. And then Nitya Mukta. Then what he is telling also, Krishna's representative, actually, no, our Guru Sara Krishna's representative. Like that, here, Prithu Maharaj is also one of the representative of Krishna. You can ask, why you are telling like that? Because he has come in the human form. So he was the king full. So he has to act like that. He cannot show his full opulences because being a human being, so he has to show only part and parcel. That is the why here they are mentioning, Prabhupada is mentioning part and parcel of the Supreme Lord. And then we have to come to Nitya Baddha. Nitya Baddha, it is very, because materially they will see everything different, because they will be attached and sees material world different also. And we here so this is the difference between Nitya Baddha and Nitya Mukta. And moreover, he is in this connection, we should remember that the embodiment of the conditioned source is considered to be like a dress. So everybody will dress differently, like a common man or like a king. If they like that, we can dress. But here, this dress is called, dress means it is called here is compared to a position, not what we are wearing the normal dress. So it is compared to the position of this dress means it is. And then because you can see everybody will get attached to the position. But Prithu Maharaj is not attached to that position because he is called Raja Rishi. Because he is not he was unattached to the position of the king. Because he was not thinking, I am the king. I am also one of the praja, like that he was thinking, and he was ruling the country nicely. That's why people are so happy, and they are all, whatever the needs they want, Prithu Maharaj was giving them, and then all necessities, what all the necessities they need, Prithu Maharaj is supplying everything. That's why here he is unattached. Unattached, that is, everybody will not get that because everybody will get attachment towards our family or towards other requirements and whatever it is, our house, that one, this one, what all the things. But here, Prithu Maharaj was not attached to anything. That's why here in what avidya means what it is called. Vidya means we are learned person, and avidya means here what avidya rachitam on sloka is coming, no? So avidya means ignorance, because everything, no, they will see that one person, if he started argument, then he will always having that, he is having always in his mind, and that we have to argue why they are doing, why that one, this one, why means that is irritate others also, like that. So here ignorance, who will see the dress separately and cannot see the soul in the inside the dress. In that is, now I told position. The dress is called here position. So don't think we are wearing normal dress like that. So here, and moreover, learned this the king or whatever, whoever learned, they are all saying everybody equal. They are not, having any partiality. Even the brahmana or cow, elephant, whatever it is, they are seeing everything equally. That is, equanimity is very, very important for the king. They should not have the partiality. Now we can. So he knows the reality of the material world. Position will be changing. So here, being a Shaktya-Vesha Avatara, empowered by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Prithu Maharaj did not change his spiritual position, and consequently, there was no possibility of viewing the material world as reality. So he is seeing everything in the way of spiritual only. Not, he was not doing anything. No, oh, this is okay. This material, it is okay. This is no. He was not thinking like that. He was always seeing in everything in a spiritual platform. That is very important. No, who is now we can see our Modi ji also. No, he is attending the temples and he was giving importance to the spiritual activities and everything. And he visited our Delhi temple also, inauguration. And then he went to this recently Vashi, near that temple in Bombay. That also he visited. So like that, he was having that spiritual platform. Here also Prithu Maharaj, even though he was a incarnation, but Prithu Maharaj did not change his spiritual position. He was not changing anything. But whatever the people they need for the material things, that also he was providing, and he was having the reality. What is going on means that is the reality, not duplicate or nothing. Whatever it is there, he is supplying. That is the one. Here Prithu Maharaj is not changing the spiritual position, as well as he was giving the materially also everybody the reality, real things only, not the duplicate ones. So that's why here it is telling, no, we are, so he knows the reality of the material world. Position will be changing like a king or common man, anything. But reality, you can see in the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita, 2:22. Vasamsi jirnani yata vigaya navani grihnati naroparani tata sharirani yata vigaya navani grihnati naroparani. Mataji, can you take that translation? Yeah, 2:22. Translation. As a person puts on new garments, giving up old ones, the soul similarly accepts a new material bodies, giving up the old and useless one. So here, this is the changing of material world. So that is the reality of the changing the material. So even be a common man, or you can be a king or whatever it is, but he has to change the soul to the next body. So the soul have accept the new material body, means he has to accept soul. For the soul there is no death, no, only for the body it will diminish, but the soul, it will not have. It will go to next body, and we are giving our deha body, that body, we are giving up. Sometimes they will, give in the fire, or they will put it in the ditch, or something like that they will do. So these are all the examples of this for Prithu Maharaj qualities. That is the quality we have to understand. How, why? Because so much visitors are praising Prithu Maharaj. So much means he was ruling the kingdom. So how people want, like that he was ruling the country. That is why here, whoever this Prithu Maharaj full charitra, you have to go through. Yeah, how many times if you go read, it will not enough. You have to reading. It will not end up. So finally, we will understand one point only, and then again, if you read, you will get another point. Like that only it will be. So I think if you have any doubts or anything in this shloka, you can ask me. Then we'll go to next shloka. Okay, can we go to the next shloka? Ayam bhuvo mandalam odayate dre gottaika viro naradevanatah astaya jaitram ratam atta chapah paryasyate dakshinato yatarkah. Ayam bhuvo mandalam odayadre goptaika viro naradevanatah astaya jaitram ratam atta chapah paryasyate dakshinato yatarkah.
Hare Krishna. Naimisha Mataji, you read the synonyms. Kripamai Mataji, the translation, and Sharmila Mataji, the purport. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat.
Synonyms: I am this king, Bhuvaha of the world, Mandalam the globe, A Udaya Adarehe the mountain where the first appearance of the sun is visible. Gopta will protect, Eka uniquely, Veera powerful, heroic, Naradeva of all kings, gods in human society, Natha the master, Asthaya being situated on, Jaitram victorious, Ratham his chariot, Atchapaha holding the bow, Paryasyate he will circumambulate, Dakshinataha the southern side, Yatha like Arkaha the sun. Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat.
Thank you. Very nicely read.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Mataji, I am audible, Mataji. Audible, Mataji.
Yes, you are audible.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. A translation purport by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada ki jai. This king, being uniquely powerful and heroic, will have no competitor. He will travel around the globe on his victorious chariot, holding his invisible bow in his hand and appearing exactly like the sun, which rotates in its own orbit from the south. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. In this verse, the word Yatarkaha indicates that the sun is not fixed, but is rotating in its orbit, which is set by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is confirmed in the Brahma Samhita and also in other parts of Shrimad Bhagavatam. In the 5th canto of Shrimad Bhagavatam, it is stated that the sun rotates in its own orbit at the rate of 16,000 miles per second. Similarly, Brahma Samhita states, Yasya Jnaya Brahmati Samvrata Kala Chakraha. The sun rotates in its own orbit according to the order of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The conclusion is that the sun is not fixed in one place. As far as Prithu Maharaj is concerned, it is indicated that his ruling power would extend all over the world. The Himalaya mountains from which the sunrise is first seen are called Udayachala or Udayadri. It is herein indicated that Prithu Maharaja's reign over the world would cover even the Himalaya mountains and extend to the borders of all oceans and seas. In other words, his reign would cover the entire planet. Another significant word in this verse is Naradeva. As described in previous verses, the qualified king, be he King Prithu or any other king who rules over the state as an ideal king, should be understood to be God in human form. According to Vedic culture, the king is honored as the supreme personality of Godhead because he represents Narayana, who also gives protection to the citizens. He is therefore Nata or the proprietor. Even Sanatana Goswami gave respect to the Nawab Hussain Shah as Naradeva, although the Nawab was Mohammedan. A king or governmental head must therefore be so competent to rule over the state that the citizens will worship him as God in human form. That is the perfectional stage for the head of any government or state. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So here we have to see is compared to the sun, which remains in his orbit and gives light all over the reaching out and everywhere, all over and reaching out everywhere. So he had conquered the planets and ruled very powerfully. Prithu Maharaj, see here, first sentence, what is he telling? This king being uniquely powerful and heroic will have no competitor. So he was not having any competitor and he was ruling the country so powerful. That's why, wherever he goes, he is giving very good respect. He was giving very good respect and others also he will give respect to others and others also will give respect to him more than him. So more than, no, that is very important for the king. Because he is comparing to the sun. How the sun, it will sit in one place and it gives rays and he was giving light to all the places. No, sometimes here in India we are giving the lights. So at some places he is giving the doctors and then other some places he is giving light also. So he was not taking any rest. He was giving full world universes. He is giving the light. Like that here compared, here Prithu Maharaj is compared in this one because he had conquered the planets and ruled the country very powerfully. So that translation over. Then in the purport we can say Yatarthaha indicates the sun is not fixed but is rotating on his orbit. So it is not fixed because sun cannot be fixed. Okay, because it will be rotating. When it was rising, it will slowly come, and then when it was sun setting, it will go down slightly. But where it will send, where the sun will set, we don't know. But it will set and it will be rotating, and only this. It cannot fit it also, and we cannot, it will be always rotating in the orbit. So which is said by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So that's why in Brahma Samhita, what is the shloka? Yet chakshuresha savita sakala grahana raja samasta suramurti rasesha shtejaga yes siddhya brahmati samprita kala chakro govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. Wait, I will take out the translation for this shloka. The sun, who is the king of all the planets, full of infinite effulgence, the image of the good soul, is as the eye of this world. I adore the primeval Lord Govinda, in pursuance of whose order the sun performs his journey mounting the wheel of time. So this is very, very important. We have to about the sun and Prithu Maharaj compared is very, very, very important. So Mataji, 1 minute, I put it somewhere else. One minute, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, is the screen visible, devotees?
Yes, Mataji, it is
Yes,
visible.
Mataji, it is visible.
Okay. Yes, Mataji.
Because, no, I went for this one, no, so that's why my screen has gone. So I'm coming in this. And then the sun, who is the king and of all the planets, full of infinite effulgence. Infinite effulgence, because everywhere it is the light is there. That's why here the conclusion is that the sun is not fixed in one place. As far as Prithu Maharaj is concerned, it is indicated that his ruling power would extend all over the world. So presently the modern scientists are all telling what sun is fixed. How it can be fixed? Here Krishna himself is telling sun is not fixed. Okay, so which is the wrong concept and according to the Vedic science. And then sunrise can be seen first. This Himalaya mountains. What he was telling, no, sunrise is first seen are called Udayachala or Udayadri. It is here in indicated that Prithu Maharaj region world over would cover even the Himalaya mountains and extend to the borders of all oceans and seas. In other words, his region would cover the entire planet. So here sunrise can be seen first on top of the Himalayas, and it is the tallest mountain of the earth planet. Moreover, King Prithu ruled. Moreover, we can see that Prithu Maharaj was ruled the all 7 islands of the earth planet. So he was ruling all 7 earth planets, means one earth is itself, you can see in the 5th canto that calculation. So if he is ruling 7 earth planets, so how much the distance will be there, and we cannot calculate also like that. So his ideal king is always compared to Devata. Devata means it's a god. So God is the form of human form. So Prithu Maharaj is even though a god, but he is in the human form, because that's why we called him as God. A good ruler represents the Supreme Lord as equal to all citizens. So we can see here Naradeva, as described previous verses. Qualified king, the king Prithu, and any king who rules over the state as an ideal king. So here ideal king is Prithu Maharaj, and he was ruling. He was called as a Devata. And why he is called as Devata? Devata means God only. So because he is in the form of human being. A good ruler represents the Supreme Lord as the equal to all citizens. One of the Goswamis. Here we can say here, that's why here according to Vedic culture, the king is honored as the supreme personality of Godhead because he represents Narayana. You can see all the kings is representative of God. We can all the scriptures, we can in Bhagavatam, it was described everything, all the kings who are all ruling the country is the God, is the representative of God, Krishna. So in 7 people we have to worship as a God. What are the 7 things? Who can tell that? 7 persons. Guru,
Nurse.
Own mother, one's own mother, nurse,
Cow. Guru Mata. Cow.
Guru Patni. Guru Patni.
Guru Patni, yes.
Patni.
Cow. Earth.
Hmm.
Bhumi.
mother.
Okay, 7 over.
Patni.
So 7 persons we have to worship as the representative God here, because even though they are in the human form. That's why here is telling Supreme Personality of Godhead, because he represents Narayana, who also gives protection to the citizens. So he is therefore Nata, or the proprietor. So he is our proprietor, he is our master, who are all ruling the country. They are all our masters. And now, because there previously it was very good kings and everybody was there. Even Parikshit Maharaj, Yudhishthira Maharaj, and then Ambarish Maharaj, so many were there. And Kulashekara Alvar, the 600, 700 years before, 1000 years before, it is Kulashekara Alvar. So like that it was there. So Kulashekara Alvar means I have to tell last, I'll tell the biography of this Kulashekara Alvar, the last. So many are there. So they are all good because they are all respecting the citizens and they are ruling the country so nicely. Because no, whatever the people need, they have to provide, no. So like that, all the people were happy, and whatever they want, the king is providing everything. That is that is a very good king. Now, if you see here, now we cannot have like that kings, because they are all looting themselves. In the temples, you can see, no, they are all looting like anything. Even temple money, they are looting like anything. So it is not good kings. We are not having any good king. But previously they were having all these good kings. That's why, you know, we can see the big temples, how much they carved, and how much the deities are all, you know, respected, and the pujaris, how much they were respected by the king. So like that much they were given the this importance to the people also. Now nothing is there. No, here in one of the 6 Goswamis, Sanatana Goswami, respect the Nawab Hussain, even though he was a Muhammadan. But for Naradeva or whatever it is, we don't have any distinction. We have to give respect for everybody. That's why here it's saying. And then a king or governmental head must therefore. Here, even one more thing I want to tell. Citizens, the king must command respect from the citizens by his ability to rule the kingdom efficiently. That efficiently is very important. That is the main important for the king. Efficient should be there. Such king attached to perfectional stage of a proper ruler. So proper ruler means how it should be. He should have all the efficiency, and he can rule the country, and he will have the ability, should have ability, because that thinking whether it is okay or not, whether we are doing whatever it will be helpful for the people, or it will be good for the country, everything we have to think. That's why here it's called ability to rule the kingdom efficiently. And then therefore king or governmental head must therefore be so competent to rule over the state that the citizens will worship him as God in human form. That is the perfection stage for the head of any government or state. So if you see this Ambarish Maharaj, he was ruling the country, as well as he was giving all the people the spiritual activities also. Okay, so he was the example and everybody was following him very nicely. They are all thinking Amrish Maharaj is a god because he was giving everything to the citizens very properly, because that is very important, because whatever they need, that is giving, and how to have the spiritual activities also, that also he was giving them, he was teaching them, because he was following, that's why everybody also followed him as a god in human form. So this is the perfectional stage for the head of any government or state. Because the Ambrish Maharaj, if you want to describe him, he is, because all his angas he was using only for Krishna service. But no, he was not doing it. He was not like us. He was not an ordinary person, but he was the king. But he was doing all his angas useful, using only for Krishna service, and as well as he was teaching how we have to use our angas to the Krishna service to the citizens also. No, as well, because this both material and spiritual both we need. So for that we need a very good king also we need. That king is even whether he will be in the human form, but we need king. So like that king, if we have, we'll the country will go somewhere. Somewhere means it will be like a Vaikuntha. So we have to worship the king as a god, and then all the state or anything, if it is there, perfection stage for the head of any government or state. So this is the perfection of this, who are ruling the country. For them, they need all these qualities they should have. In modern world, we cannot see like such a king. We cannot see because we don't know how the country is going on, because it is going in a very, because so many places is lot of corruption is going on, and we don't know how it will end up in this, because being a Kali Yuga, it will be like that. No, so whatever we are practicing, we have to take our guru as a god, and then we have to follow our spiritual activities as well as material activities. That is the perfect stage for us, because for us, like we are all normal people. How we cannot follow the here the ruler of this country or if the state, because they are not following anything, and we cannot follow them because so many corruptions and everything is going on. We cannot talk about all these things, but we have to follow our guru, because we have taken up because he is the representative of God in the human form. So we have to take advices and and we have to follow him in spiritual as well as anything. You have any doubts or anything in this shloka or in this purport or whatever, please you can give. You want to add anything also, you can add, and then we can go for the next shloka. Narayani Mataji, anybody? Or we can have it in the last. Hare Krishna.
Mataji, usually the format is devotees ask questions at the end.
Okay. Okay, we can go for the next shloka. अस्मै नृपालाः किल तत्र तत्र बलिं मरिष्यन्ति शलोकपालाः Mamsyanta yesham priya adirajam
Rajam
Ayudam tad yasha udarantyah asmai nirpalaha kila tatra balim harishyanti salokapalaha mamsyanta yesham striya adirajam chakrayudam tad yasha udarantyah.
Hare Krishna. Shilpa Mataji read the synonyms, Meenakshi Mataji the translation, and I'll read the purport. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Pranams. Asmai, unto him, Nirpalaha, all the kings, Kila, certainly, Tatra, here and there, Balim, presentations, Harishyanti, will offer, Sir, with Lokapalaha, the demigods, Mamasyante, will consider Esham, all Esham of these kings, Striyaha, wives, Adi Rajam, the original king, Chakra Ayudham, bearing the disc weapon, Tata, his, Yashaha, reputation, Udarantyaha, carrying on. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Bhantaji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. When the king travels all over the world, other kings as well as the demigods will offer him all kinds of presentations. Their queens will also consider him the original king, who carries in his hands the emblems of club and disc, and will sing of his fame, for he will be as reputable as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji pranams. Purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. As far as reputation is concerned, King Prithu is already known as the incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The word Adi Rajam means the original king. The original king is Narayana or Lord Vishnu. People do not know that the original king or Narayana is actually the protector of all living entities. As confirmed in the Vedas, Eko Bahunam Yo Vidadati Kaman, Katha Upanishad 2.2.13. Actually, the Supreme Personality of Godhead is maintaining all living entities. The king or Naradeva is his representative. As such, the king's duty is to personally supervise the distribution of wealth for the maintenance of all living entities. If he does so, he will be as reputable as Narayana. As mentioned in this verse, Tat Yashaha Prithu Maharaja was actually carrying with him the reputation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead because he was actually reigning over the world in that capacity. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Here the emperor goes here because king travels all over the world. Other kings as well as demigods will offer all kinds of presentations. So normally, the kings they will all have to travel to different states because under him so many small states will be there and small kings will be there. So he has to visit them often. So that's why here emperor goes out different directions to visit his kingdom. They are called as Digvijay because they are visiting the small kings under him. The king is the one, and under him so many states will be there. No, under that one, each and every states will have the one king, small kings. So they have to visit. That's why it's called Digvijay. So emperor visits and they will give some gift also because the kings comes means they will give some gifts, and that's why here their queens will also consider him the original king who carries in his hands the emblems of love and this, and will sing of his fame, for he will be as reputable as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So even the small king's wives also, they will consider him as a god because they will sing his glories and everything they will do. That's why here, so the emperor will command reputation in his kingdom. So he will have the command on his kingdom. So we can now see the purport. So here first one is called King Prithu, is already known as incarnation of Supreme Personality Godhead. The word Adi Rajam means who is the original king. Original king is Narayana or Lord Vishnu. People do not know that the original king or Narayana is actually the protector of all living entities. We have to see here original. So king is the protector and citizens of, that is realized as Adi Raja because he is the protector and he was the original. Who is protecting and who is giving the knowledge as well as who is giving the necessities of the citizens, they are all called is the original king and they are all equal to Narayana and Vishnu. So here Prithu Maharaj is doing all these things. That's why he is like a Narayana, and he was protecting all the living entities also. In the Vedas also, Katha Upanishad, again it is telling Eko Bhagunam Yo Vidadati Kaman. In that we have to see, a full shloka I will tell you. Nityo Nityanam Chetanas Chetananam Eko Bhagunam Yo Vidadati Kamam Tam Atmastam Ye Anupashyanti Dhiraha Tesham Shantihi Shashwati Netrashe. So here Nityo Nityanam we already see. Here it is actually Chaitanas Chetananam is called, it's a consciousness. So he is the consciousness of all, supreme consciousness for and force and among all the other conscious. Eko Bhagunam Yo Vidadati Kaman is a singular number and Eka means it is one. So he is providing and maintaining all other living entities. So here we can see Vishnu is maintenance, and so he is creating also, and he is protecting also, and he is maintaining also. So that's why whom he is maintaining all the living entities. That's why Eko Bahunam Yo Vidadati Kama. Eko means it is one singular number. So Eka means everybody is singular number. So Eke Bahuna means is maintaining and is giving all the necessities of the things for the citizens, and then is maintaining the living entities also with the great respect. That's why here and even also he was telling next sentence what he was telling, Tam Atmastam is also everyone's heart, is situated in everyone's heart. So you can see in this 18th of 61 shloka, Ishwaraha Sarva Bhutanam Hiddeshu Tishtati. So Arjuna Tishtati. So he is situated in everyone's heart. And Mataji, it is Katha Upanishad. Yeah, that shloka we are taking, no? 61, it is 1861. Is the other shloka, this Katha Upanishad, Nityo Nityanam Chaitanas Chetananam Eko Bhagunam Yo Vidadati Kama Tam, this one Anupashyanti Dhiraha. Tam Atmastam Ye Anupashyanti Dhiraha. Anyone who can perceive his presence, Dhira, very highly learned and are very gentle. So you can see this four sentences. Third sentences, second one is he is the maintainer and he is creator and he is everything for the living entity. And the third sentence, he is situated in everyone's heart as a representative of Krishna. And then he was telling he is a Dhiraha. Dhiraha means he is very highly learned and very gentle person. So this is the Dhira means who is not disturbed, and Adhira means those who are always disturbed. So two meanings are there, and then we'll go to the purport for this. Adhiraja, so we are doing that one only. And he is the protector and citizens that is realized as Adhiraja, and who takes care of the citizens very well, happy, similar to Narayana and Vishnu, that I already told. So all the kings represents the Supreme Lord Narayana. So he has to maintain all the citizens happily, and who abide the rules of kingdom. Abide the rules of kingdom means he has to, he will obey the rules in the, and he is following the rules also, and he is doing all this. And he must also punish the unruly citizens. That is also there, because he has to punish. Otherwise, no, that's why Parikshit Maharaj was about to punish this king, Kali, but he was escaping and he was telling, I need 4 places, I need, so you please give. So that's why he gave 4 places. Otherwise, he would have killed that, because Kali has to come, no? So that's why it's a Krishna's plan. So he has to give 4 places to him by forcibly. So here also you can see Prithu Maharaj was also punished the earth, because she stopped giving the grains and everything to the citizens. So he understood that, because he is the incarnation, no. So I'm telling very shortly only. And then what he got, he took his bow and he wants to kill the earth. And he was she came to know that king has started coming to kill me. So the earth took in the form of cow, and she was running, and Prithu Maharaj was also chasing. But finally, this cow, this earth was understood that if king will not forgive me, so I have to surrender unto him. So she came and surrendered in the form of cow. She surrendered to king, and then that time also king Prithu Maharaj was not come out from his anger, because she stopped giving the grains to the citizens and they are all starving. So that time also he was asking, why you stopped giving all these grains to the citizens, because they are all starving. You should not do this one. Why you are giving? So I want to kill you. Then that earth was telling, if you kill me, then nobody can give anything. So then he understood, and then he was somehow the Prithu Maharaj was forgiving this earth, and then she started giving the grains and everything, and then people were so happy that they got all these things. So like that, here Prithu Maharaj also punished the whoever it is, the earth or whatever it is, he will punish them if he is not giving proper needed things to the citizens. So here, that's why the reputation that he has such a reputation, means first sentence is reputation. So that because he keeps the citizens happily, and the kingdom is also flourishing. So this is very important. We should know how the king should be, and how the king's reputation will be, and he is equal to and moreover, Adi Rajam is the original king. So that we have to remember this. So this is the purport of this, Prabhupada purport of this shloka. And then we are going for the last shloka, 22nd today. Ayam mahim gam dudhe adirajaha prajapatir vritti karaha prajanam yo leelayadrin sharasa kotya bindan samam gam akarod etendraha ayam mahim gam duhe adirajaha prajapatir vritti karaha prajanam yo leelayadrin sharasa bindam samam gam akarod yatendraha.
Hare Krishna. Vasudha Mataji, you read the synonyms and I'll read the translation. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. I am this king, Mahim, the earth, Gam, in the form of a cow, Duduhe, will milk, Adhiraja, extraordinary king, Prajapati, progenitor of mankind, Vritti Kara, providing living facility, Prajanam, of the citizens, Yah, one who, Leelaya, simply by pastimes, Adreen, mountains and hills, Swa Sarasa, of his bow, Kotya, by the pointed end, Bindan, breaking, Samam, level, Gam, the earth, Akaroth, will make, Yata, as Indra, the king of heaven, Indra. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji Pranams. Translation by Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. This king, this protector of the citizens, is an extraordinary king and is equal to the Prajapati demigods. For the living facility of all citizens, he will milk the earth, which is like a cow. Not only that, but he will level the surface of the earth with the pointed ends of his bow, breaking all the hills, exactly as King Indra, the heavenly king, breaks mountains with his powerful thunderbolt. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So, such the king facilitated everything to the citizens, even the essential needs. So, for the people, he will leveling the ground as well as breaking the certain mountains for the benefit of citizens, as well as provide the because he has to provide the necessities of the citizens. So he will not mind it to break some mountains and benefit for the citizens and provide the necessities from the earth. Even from the earth, no, he got because earth stopped giving the grains. So immediately he got angry and then he wants to give punishment to the earth, and then finally she surrendered and then she started giving, and then he was so happy. So like that, here the king is also have the rights to break the hills as well as to give the necessities for the citizens, and he will break some mountains from earth also, and from mountains also, because some stones and everything, they have precious stones for the usage of the citizens. So he has to break the mountains also, because some herbs we will get from the mountains. So that, like that, here, no, you can see in the Ramayana, Sanjeev Mala, he was bringing that full mountain, and because why he bought for the herbs, because that's so much herbs are there in that Sanjeev mountain, and then Hanuman has got for the Lakshmana and Rama, no, like that here. This one, this mountain also is used for the citizens for the herbs or some useful things, other things. Okay, so these are all the things, and breaking all the hills exactly as King Indra, because King Indra was giving. Sometimes he was with the jealousy things he was doing all these things, but here Prithu Maharaj is not doing for that. He wants to give the citizens all the necessities, so for that he will do that. So these are all the things in the 22nd shloka. There is no purport. With the translation only we will finish it off. And then I want to tell about the Kulashekara Alvar, the recent this one 8th century. He got birth. He was born in the Charan kingdom, and then he was become the king, and his nakshatra was also Rama's nakshatra Punarkosam, and he was named Kulashekara because he was given every art, and he was learned all the epics, arts, Sanskrit, and fighting, how to fight with the, because being a Kshatriya, he has to know the fighting also, no. So that's why his father was giving him all the things, and then he was in the age of 17 or 18. He became the ruler of the kingdom because his father became so old, and then he hand over the kingdom to Kulashekara, and then he was ruling the kingdom like Rama is a Rama Rajya, his kingdom was. So it is very, very, and the rains are all falling every regularly, and plants and plentiful harvest are doing so regularly. So quite natural, the citizens were so happy, and they were great love and respect for the king of Kulashekara. And moreover, the neighboring kings Chola and Pandya, they were also fight with him, but he was fighting without any ego or anything, and he was fighting effortlessly, and he got all the kingdom, and then they also gave all their he got all the kingdoms of Chola and Pandya, and then Kulashekara blessed with the son of Dridavan and Leela, and that daughter is also one of the very great devotee of Perumal. And one night, this Kulashekara has got a dream that Tirupati Venkatachalapati Perumal came in his dream and blessed him. Why he came? Thinking the Lord, the king overwhelmed with the Lord's love and became silent and began thinking of the Lord at all times. So he touched his lotus feet and touched his water and everything. It was without any attachment he was doing, and he was spending increasing amounts to spend time to bhajans, and then on this all listening to the leelas of Rama and Krishna, like that he was started doing, and people also started doing. And one of the his book is called Mukundamala. Prabhupada given very good explanations in the Mukundamala. Each and every shloka, it is around 32 or 35 shlokas. Other one book is there. Mukunda Mala's book is there. It is written by Kulashekara Alvar only. So we have to see that he was a very great king. He was also called Rajarishi. So like that, he finally and then one time they were reciting the Ramayana, and that time the Ramayana, that Rama was fighting with Ravana, and so many things are going on. And that time he was thinking, so he was get ready for the fight to help Rama. So he was telling all the elephants and horse and everything, all the chariots should be ready. Come, we will go fast, and then we will fight. And then finally this Rama himself came to his, and he is telling, no, I finished this Ravana, everything I finished, you need not come, because it is the narrator this telling, and Rama himself was satisfied with his no, this immediate help, because he was thinking, no, so immersed in the Ramayana, and he was thinking, so we have to go and help him. That then immediately Rama came himself to in front of him and told, no, everything is finished. Now you be here and rule the kingdom nicely. Like that he was giving, and he was giving the blessings and everything. Then after that, that he was a very great bhakta of Rama. So like that he was very much immersed in bhakti, and then finally he also gave his kingdom to his son, and then he was doing very great service in bhakti also. So it is recently 8th century it has happened. So this is the one. I think I finished this. And anybody have any comments or this one, you can ask. Or if you want to tell anything also, you can.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. Devotees, any questions, any realizations, reflections? You can raise your hands or unmute your mic and ask.
Yeah, please.
Hare Krishna. I don't think there is any question. Mataji, can we end the class with prayers?
Yeah, please. I think whatever the mistakes I did, please forgive. I think it is okay for you all. Any this one also you can give.
Mataji, thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Mataji, thank you so much for your association.
Yeah, thank you,
One-
Mataji. Thank you so much.
Vancha kalpataru
Yes,
Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namo. Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrind ki Jai, Shri Prabhupada ki Jai.
So patiently you are sitting and
Hare
listening
Krishna
to
Mataji,
my
Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you.
Hare Krishna. Mataji, thank you so
for
much.
the opportunity. Hare
Thank you, Mataji. Can I end the class, Mataji?
Yeah.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Thank you. Hare Krishna, all devotees.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare